Gotquestions.internetcult.org ministry. These were a simple cover up of time where you refused to repent at what happened with everything, and where these appeared in world history at what happened at everything. Well, at what happened at everything is that we not recognizing these were the disobedience of what we did not understand on gotquestions.internetcult.org's misinterpretation of the entire Bible. What they did not understand is that in the year 1666, the Bible really went flat, and is very difficult to determine what happened aside from after James Usher died. It was not confirmed that he did not see God in the Bible, just as the exact same evolved from apes did not see God in the Bible in the year 2017, 2018, just as refused to repent at Darwin provided a weird albinical story of how could you erase yourself in a legend? How would you erase yourself in a legend? Gotquestions.internetcult.org. That's the question I've actually had since kind of a beginning sensation of why did I do this one? I'm now unhappy. I am now not very pleased. I have since, let's see, 97, I've been collecting this shit. And this is the no more buying or sellings of a book. Irrational relationship with you took God out of the Bible after you were born. Irrational. You took God out of the Bible by refusing to admit that you being born might have been a mistake. So you did not understand translation. Gotquestions.internetcult.org. You did not understand individual words of translations of the Bible. Gotquestions.internetcult.org. We're pinpointing out to you as false nothings, an internet cult that broke, an internet cult that refused to repent after 99. And I'm putting myself out there as like the shining star beacon of, oh wow, I got the Darwin Award, I got this one in 99. And it's the your guys look like homosexual males. It's kind of weird in that I know they're not homosexual, and it is because they're preaching and because they're standing and doing it, using the Messiah of really, you got to purge at, you got provided a homosexual male list for pulpit preaching. Gotquestions.internetcult.org. Your guy that it's obvious he has a family. Well, I'm considering like a virgin relationship with somebody I won't breed with. How about that? And I don't want to breed with you because your guys have pulpit preaching performances of of a homosexual male list for weird. in that it's almost as though they're twisting their lips because they can't calculate Earth history very well. Like I'll never receive a correction at common ancestry of you have a hallucination, got questions, internet gold.org. Never receive a correction at common ancestry of a James Usher. Weird, he made a mistake actually. And he wasn't a very good father, as looking forward in his medieval time bomb of I can't figure out what I'm looking forward into through the year 1666, what, 5 whole years after he died, he's like, blah, the entire city of London went up in flames, and he was his nothing was over there, and eventually Darwin got over here. You know, apes, Golem, typing great apes, God magically poofed you into typing gummy bears is the best I can come up with for not keeping record of Earth fertility. Is actually the best cult find of I can find nothing but God magically poofed you into apes through the Quran. Magically. In legend. And translation magically poofed into apes. It's light on the fourth day of having been magically poofed into apes out of Egypt. I'll pull my son. I'll drag my son. 3200 BC. Hell yeah, I'm taking that one. We're done with that James Usher hallucination. Absolutely no more buying or selling of books. You got every word of every book you ever read wrong. Got questions on internet cult.org. Where'd we hallucinate at? Oh, when shit got written down after Darwin published. We're done. The fourth day, yeah, apes. Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty demeaning, demoralizing point. I'd expect to be apes that evolved writing. The rotation of the priestly course. So don't get a big head about that one. That's like, look at your lips. Seriously. That is this. I'm taking the time. I'm wasting my time explaining this one to you. I'm wasting my time. You could actually look at the picture of George Washington and I'm just a great ape right above George Washington's lips and say, George, we magically poofed George Washington into a great ape. And you could recover from that weird and sit your bottoms down and go, where'd Darwin go wrong at with what he was looking at? Well, he went wrong at everything he was looking at, and now we have to make everything kind of new, and we have a young Earth creation wobble count. Look at their cells in the face. Oh, God magically poofed me into great apes according to the Quran, but they've never read the Quran. And they just had 2 airplanes and 1 landing, and so I'm taking care of the 1 landing part. It didn't quite hit. It didn't quite hit. And that was because it's just an email. It didn't quite hit. It didn't quite hit that, no, you have the coronavirus. You received the coronavirus because of this didn't quite hit into right here. I didn't really quite think about it. How far is Little Diomedes, the island? Go gather data on Little Diomedes on the Aleutian Strait, the Aleutian Islands. How long did it take Little Diomedes and Big Diomedes to separate out as Pangea moved out and slowly crept? That's how long it takes for a gene, a genetic defect, a genetic characteristic to transition into something weird in 6,000 years. How long did it take for that continental shift? And yet we have apes growing up to become evolving writing. Oh, out of Egypt, oh, call my son. How long, how long, how long, how long? How long did it take to have 2 world wars for these to become, a major nothing, aside from a bunch of nothings you didn't know about and you didn't recognize were part of your hallucination? Got questions.internetcult.org. Part of your refuse to repent hallucination at slavery. So what does this say about translating shit wrong? We're paying the Roman tax concerned. Okay, we got the R right on. You translated it all wrong. We're done. Go read the Zohar. You have a young earth creationist hallucination of I refuse to repent at the temple was destroyed, and you got nothing. You got nothing. You got a hallucination of the temple was destroyed and God capped it with the Dome of the Rock. Got questions.internetcult.org. God capped it with the Dome of the Rock. God capped it with the Dome of the Rock. And he provided you Jesus, the wandering Jew, the legend who walked on some water, who was sitting right there beside Muhammad, whispering the sweet nothing, the beautiful sweet nothings of the Quran. Oh, they're going to get this later. Have fun. And we got to go over there and take care of female circumcision because you breathed my dogs there.